Good afternoon and welcome to the National World War II Museum's World War II High School Quiz Bowl here in our beautiful U.S. Freedom Pavilion, the Boeing Center. You can clap. My name is Kenneth Hoffman. I'm the museum's Director of Education, and I'm also your quiz master for today. Now, this year is our 11th year for the Quiz Bowl, and you can see in the picture that a long time ago I actually did have a little more hair, but not too much. But I want to point out that this year's Quiz Bowl is being sponsored once again by the New Orleans Advocate. So let's take a moment and show them our appreciation. Before we start, let's take a minute to meet the teams vying for those top 2 championship spots. This year, we have teams competing from 25 high schools across Louisiana and even one from Mississippi. From Sci-High in New Orleans, the Nakajimas. From Jesuit High School in New Orleans, the All-Americans. From Central High School in Baton Rouge, F4F Wildcats. From Haynes Academy for Advanced Studies in Metairie, the Liberators. From the Academy of the Sacred Heart in New Orleans, the Majors. From Brother Martin High School in New Orleans, Tropic Lightning. From North Shore High School in Slidell, the North Shore Panzers. From Baton Rouge Magnet High in Baton Rouge, Wehrmacht. From Airline High School in Bossier City, the Doolittle Raiders. From Turlings Catholic High School in Lafayette, the Turlings Project. From Grace Christian School in Alexandria, Tank Eating Tigers. From St. Martin's Episcopal School in Metairie, VNO Day. From Pope John Paul II Catholic High School in Slidell, Merrill's Marauders. From Catholic High School in New Iberia, Churchill's Crusaders. From Lakeshore High School in Mandeville, Titan Bombers. From Warren Central High School in Vicksburg, Mississippi, Vasili Snipers. From Lusher Charter School in New Orleans, Boxcar. From Mandeville High School in Mandeville, the Big Three. From St. Catherine Drexel Prep in New Orleans, the 99th Fighter Squadron. From Notre Dame High School in Crowley, Manhattan Project Pioneer. From St. Joseph's Academy in Baton Rouge, Ike Baby. From St. Paul's School in Covington, the Wolf Pack. From Benjamin Franklin High School in New Orleans, the Eastern Front. From Grace King High School in Metairie, E Company. And from Covington High School in Covington, Go for Broke. Now, the rules of engagement for the Quiz Bowl today. There are 6 rounds with 10 questions in each round. Questions will be read by me and will appear on the screen. Each team is to fill out only one answer sheet. Each round will end with a teamwork challenge where you can earn your team some extra points. Answer sheets will be tabulated after each round and the answers will be announced. And if there is a tie between 2 or more teams, there will be a sudden death tiebreaker round. We've never had one before. Maybe today will be the day. You guys want to see what the rounds are going to be all about? What kind of questions we're going to ask? All right, here we go. We're going to have a round. Our first round is called Before Pearl. And I'm not even going to tell you what that means because I hope you understand what that means. Round 2, the War in the Pacific. Round 3, World War II Science and Technology. Round 4, the War in Europe. Round 5, World War II Maps. And finally, Round 6, World War II in the News. Stories, news stories, cultural events that are happening today about World War II.
We like to know what events lead up to making the world the way it is today. And I think a lot of that also is curiosity about the world around us. You know, everywhere we go, that there's a story waiting to be told about where we are. And World War II is one major part of that. It has been just the inspiration and change in so many ways to the world that we know it today.
I think in general, history is important for anybody to know. I think you should know where everything has started, because history might repeat itself. You never know what history you can learn. I think it's just knowledge. You just have to be inspired. You just have to want to know about history. It's just something you have to know.
I feel very confident, actually. Our team is great this year, and I've been here twice before, 2 years before, so I know what I'm dealing with, and I know that everybody here is very well mannered. I love Quiz Bowl in general, so it's a good place for me.
I'm a little nervous, but I know we came here to do a job, and I'm hoping we studied enough, and so I'm just praying that we do what we came here to do.
The first 3 years we did this, it was just a one-time event in the museum where students would come, answer questions, and at the end of the night we would give out a first, second, and third place trophy. And then we started working with Cox to televise the event, and it became a two-part event. The preliminary round, today's event, the schools would come, the teams would come, and they would answer questions, and the first and second place teams would then compete a month later at the championship round, and that's the live event that will be coming up soon.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the championship round of the National World War II Museum's High School Quiz Bowl 2009.
We do a lot of programs here at the World War II Museum, but Quiz Bowl is probably my favorite, and I love it for several reasons. First of all, it's so much fun to write the quiz every year, to come up with the questions. They have to be hard enough to be challenging, but not so hard that nobody can answer them. So that's one of my favorite things, but also meeting these teachers and students who participate sometimes year after year. There are some students who start as freshmen and they come 4 years in a row to the Quiz Bowl, and you see them again and again. You see them maturing. Sometimes you see a team that came in 4th or 5th place, and the next year they come in 3rd place, and then finally they make it into the finals. So it's really fun to watch these young people who are really smart get better and better at this competition. Well, the Quiz Bowl it started out just with local schools, just schools in the New Orleans area. And over the years, as more teachers and students found out about it, we started to grow. We had North Shore schools. We've added Baton Rouge schools. We had schools from the Lafayette area. We've had schools from Shreveport and Monroe. So it's not just a local competition anymore. It really is a regional competition. And the museum has some ideas about trying to possibly even make it a national competition in some ways. So there is definitely room for growth in the future. So here we go, round one, before Pearl, question one. On December 29th, 1940, President Roosevelt gave a radio address pledging to help Great Britain fight Germany with supplies, but not soldiers. The speech came to be called the blank of blank speech. Okay. Question number two. Which famous American painter immortalized FDR's 4 freedoms? Question number three. The Selective Service and Training Act of 1940, A, was America's first peacetime draft, B, included women, C, passed Congress unanimously, D, was declared unconstitutional. Question four, you get a chance for 2 points. Who is this famous American who championed isolationism? And what was he previously famous for? Question five. On Tuesday, November 5th, 1940, the first Tuesday after the first Monday in November, what never-before event occurred in the United States? All right, question 6. In September 1940, the U.S. agreed to a swap with Great Britain. We got long-term leases on naval bases in the Western Hemisphere. Great Britain got 50 what? Destroyers, battleships, B-17 bombers, or tons of spam? Question 7. On August 2nd, 1939, Albert Einstein sent a letter to President Roosevelt warning him that Germany might be trying to build an atomic weapon. Which scientist actually wrote the Einstein letter? Was it Enrico Fermi, Robert Oppenheimer, Leo Szilard, or Edward Teller? Question 8. What is the name of this destroyer, the first U.S. Navy vessel sunk by Germany, October 31st, 1941? Was it the Reuben Blades, the Reuben James, the Reuben Studdard, or the Reuben Kincaid? And let's ask another question about a ship. What was the name of the German ship that was not allowed to disembark its 915 Jewish refugees from Germany into the United States in 1939? Was it the St. Augusta, the St. Francis, the St. Benedict, or the St. Louis? And the last question in our first round. In July 1941, the U.S. stopped selling what vital war supply to Japan? Rubber, oil, steel, or food? Okay, and for our first teamwork challenge, you will be given an opportunity to earn 1, 2, or 3 points for your team. You're being given a bag of nuts and bolts and washers. You will have 90 seconds to build as many widgets as possible following the instructions on the screen. If you complete 8, you will receive 1 point. If you receive complete 9, you'll receive 2 points. And if you complete all 10, you will receive 3 points. You must screw the nut all the way tight against the washers for your widget to actually work. On your mark, get set, go. You have 1 minute left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands off. Hands off. All right, good job, guys. Good job.
We started preparing in the winter, and we had like practices every week at school, and then we do some like at-home studying, and then recently we've been coming to the museum just to like get a feel of the place and the kind of questions they're going to ask.
I tend to always have liked and tried to find the most about the technology of the war. I've always wanted to find out how such things as the Enigma machine worked, how, I can't remember the exact name right now, but the way that they actually broke the code, the giant mechanical computers. I've also really enjoyed the weapons such as the tanks, the planes, the service rifles. I just found that to be extremely interesting and just always wanted to know more about that.
Well, obviously it's a competition, so I'd be really nervous, but I'm very confident in our team. We've studied a lot, and we've prepared, and we know our stuff, so hopefully we do well.
I've always been interested in this in World War II, and this is just a chance for me to go up against some people who have the same love of the history as I do.